What up, all you worship peoples? Thanks for joining me. I'm Nate Meist, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And today we're going to be looking at the song Hold On To Me by Daigle. Let's get into it. Before we get into today's video, if there is a song, if there is anything worship related that you want me to cover in a future video, vote for that down below in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Yeah, I just want to hear from you. So let me know what you'd like me to cover. It could be logistic stuff like back-end type stuff like planning out, the bands, or dealing with team dynamics like settling disputes between team members. I mean, I've done everything. Like, I've been doing this for over 15 years, so I've seen a lot, and I want to help you guys with my experience. So vote for it down below. Let me know what you would like me to cover in the future. I want to hear from you. Alright, so Hold On To Me by Daigle. This is a super popular song right now in the Christian charts. It's one of those songs that might be a little controversial, where some people might say, how do I know this song is even about God? It doesn't mention God or Jesus or the Lord at all within the lyrics. It's kind of one of those things. It's like that song I did by her. Forget the name of it now. But I did a tutorial for a song that she did. It was very similar lyrically. But the thing is, I'm still going to do a tutorial for it because there might be some of you out there that want to use this song in a worship context because it can be a worship song. And, I looked on the lyrics on songselect.com, and whenever it mentions you, whoever this song is addressing and talking to, the Y is capitalized. So that means that they wrote this song with the intent of singing this to God and about God. So I know that much is true. It doesn't explicitly say Jesus or God in it, but, it doesn't necessarily need to in order for it to be a worship song, and in order for this song to minister to and encourage people. And, I think you could agree with that. Another funny thing is the fact that when we pray, it's not like we're constantly saying God's name, like, oh God, help me God, God, God. I just want to let you know, God, that I need your help, God. And it's like, no, He's our Father. When we pray to Him, like, we know Him. We're in His presence. It's like when my kids come and talk to me, they're not constantly saying the word Dad over and over and over again. And it would be almost kind of annoying to me if they did. It's like, I know that you know my name. I just want you to come to me and tell me what you need, and I want to help you. You don't need to say my name a billion times for me to answer your prayer. So there is that aspect of it too. It doesn't need to mention God's name, a million times throughout the song in order for it to be a worship song, in order for it to become somebody's prayer in a really dark moment. And, I think this is one of those songs, man. You're at the end of your rope, and it gives you words to sing and words to pray in those darkest moments. And I think that's really cool. All right, as always, there's three things that we're going to be going over in this video today. The first thing is key and capo placement. And how I'm using the capo and what key I'm doing the song in. The second thing are the chords for each section of the song. And the third thing are the strumming patterns that I'll be using for each section of this song. Two helpful tools that you have in this video. The first thing are the chord diagrams that I'll have every time I play a chord up here in this right hand upper corner. And the second thing is the fact that this video is time-stamped, breaking it down into each section of the song. So in case you wanted to fast forward to like the chorus or verse 2, whatever, you can do that. Just hover your mouse, or if you're on a tablet or device, just click on that time bar at the bottom of the video and it'll be broken down by sections. Alright, so key and capo placement. This song is originally recorded in the key of D. That is obviously meant for Daigle's voice, who has an incredible voice, and also she is a female vocalist. So for me as a male vocalist, it's going to be a little different. So I am actually going to be playing this in the key of A. I kind of played around with a few different keys. That was the one that fits me best. So I'm going to be in the G position with my capo on the 2nd fret, which is going to put me in the key of A. If you don't know how to play in the G position using a capo, I have a video for that exact thing. So click up here or look down below in the video notes for that link. So that means that all the chords I'm going to tell you today are going to be in the key of G. It's kind of hard if you want to do the original key of the song, but I suppose you could put your capo up here on fret, what is it, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and play in the G position, and that would be D. It's kind of high, but you would be in the same key as the recording if you do that, and you could use all the chords that I'm about to teach you. Alright, so the song just kind of starts off with this like very ethereal pad thing in the background, and then just goes into the first verse. So let's do it. Verse 1. I'm going to play through it, and then we're going to break down the strumming patterns and the chords. Here we go. Verse 1. 1, 2, 3. When the best of me is barely breathing, when I'm not somebody I believe in, hold on to me. When I miss the light, the night is stolen, when I'm slamming all the doors you've opened, hold on to me. Hold on to me. Alright, so let's break down that strumming pattern. This is the essence of what I'm doing. I might be throwing in a few strumming strokes here and there, but this is like the foundation of how I'm strumming through that first verse. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, down. All right, let's go over the chords. So we're going to be starting on that root note, that first chord, which is G. Again, I'm going to be calling out the chords of the position I'm in, not the actual key. I'm in the key of A, so this first chord would actually be an A, but I'm going to call out the positional chords so that you can translate that to other keys if you want to. I'm going to be starting on kind of this weird position for the first chord, all right? It's not one that I usually do, but I'm going to show you why. I'm going to actually put my ring finger on the root note, which is kind of weird, and then my pinky, I'm going to leave it up here on the same note, but on that top string there. And then I'm also muting the second string with my ring finger. So I'm playing that note, that G, but then I'm letting it rest over the second string so that it doesn't ring out. So, when the best of me, and this is why I have this positioning for this next chord, is barely breathing. See that? Sounds nice, huh? So I put on my middle and my index finger, and again, you can pause the video and look at the chord diagram to break this chord down. But this is basically a C over G. And then I go back down to G. So that whole first line would sound like this. When the best of me is barely breathing. So G, up to C over G, back to G. Now, there's an alternative to that chord if that's a little too difficult for you to play, which would be G sus. So that would look like, when the best of me, and then up to G sus, and then back down to G, is barely breathing. And that can work too. That has the same effect. So if that C over G thing is a little too difficult, you just try to do the G sus. All right, moving on to that second line. When I'm not somebody, and then C over G again. I, back down to G, believe in. And then on a hold, you're going to go to D over F sharp. Hold on to, and then E minor. And then going back to the first chords that we played in that first line. When I miss the light, we're on the G here, and then C over G. The night has, back to G, stolen. Stay on the G. When I'm slamming all the C over G. Doors, back to G, you've opened. D over F sharp, hold on to me. E minor. To the C. Hold on to me. Back to G. Alright, chorus. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. When I am sure I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you. When I let go, hold me again. That strumming pattern is pretty simple, man. I'm basically just strumming on every one of each measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty much where I'm strumming, but I'll work through that strumming pattern with you just in case. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 Alright, so the chords for that chorus. So here we go. We're going to start on the C. So, hold on to me when it's too dark to. And we're going to go to the G. See you. And then back to the C. When I am sure I have reached the. To G. And hold on to me. C. When I forgot. And then up to D. I need you. E minor. When I let go. A minor 7. Hold me again. D. Verse 2. Let's play through it and then we'll break it down. 1, 2, 3. When I don't feel like I'm worth defending. When I'm tired of all my pretending. Hold on to me. When I start to break in desperation. Underneath the weight of expectation. Hold All right, strumming pattern for that verse 2. Obviously, it's a little different dynamically, and this is kind of how I play through it. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the chords for the second verse are a little different than verse 1, so let's break these down. We're going to be starting on more of a normalish G chord. So here we go. When I don't feel like I'm up to C, back down to G. Work defending, stay on that G. When I'm tired of all, up to C, back down to G. My pretending, D over F sharp, hold on to me, E minor, back to G. When I start to break in, up to C, back down to G. Desperation, stay on the G. Underneath the weight of, up to C, back down to G. Expectation, D over F sharp to E minor. Hold on to me. Up to C. Hold on to me. Back down to G. Alright, the second chorus. Again, dynamically, we are building an energy, so it's going to sound a little different. So let me play through the second chorus. So 1, 2, 3. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. When I am sure I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you. When I let go, hold me again. So you can see strumming pattern-wise, it's very similar to verse 2, but just with more intensity. So let me break down that strumming pattern for you for the second chorus. So 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. As far as the chords, it's the same exact thing as the first chorus, except at the very end, to take us into the ending little like half chorus thing there, it holds out that D. It actually goes up to a D sus and then back down to a D. So let me just play the last line of that second chorus for you. So it goes from the A minor. When I let go, hold me again. D sus. 3, 4 to the D. 2, 3 to the ending. Alright, then the ending, you know, very similar chords to all the other verses. It's basically like a verse. It's like half of a verse. But let's play through it, and then we'll break it down. So 1, 2, 3. I could rest here in your arms forever, 'cause I know nobody loves me better. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Alright, so let's break down the chords for that ending. So we're going to be starting on that normalish G chord that we did for verse 2. I call it the lazy G, or the worship leader's G. So here we go. I could rest here in your, up to C, back down to G. Arms forever, stay on the G. 'Cause I know nobody, up to C, back down to G, loves me better. D over F sharp to E minor. Hold on to me. Up to C, back down to G. Hold on to me. You know, sometimes I play these songs out of pure memory because I've played them like thousands of times on Sundays already. That's an exaggeration, but you get the point. And I know them like the back of my hand. Other times I learn them for videos to help you guys out. This is one of those songs where I've never played this song before and I wanted to break it down for you guys. But as I'm playing through it, it's such a good song. Like, it's amazing. And this song could totally work in the context of worship and just, or singing it like in your small group or a Bible study or whatever. It's such a good song, man. And it's a great prayer. And it's, I mean, who wouldn't want to ask the Lord to hold on to them more closely, more tightly? That's an amazing prayer, especially for somebody going through a lot, which we all have, which I have. And this is a great song. So I'm glad I taught it to you guys. So that is our worship tutorial for today, guys. Hold On To Me by Lauren Daigle. I hope this video helped you in some way. If it did help you, why don't you give it a like, maybe even subscribe so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.